We're talking Season 3 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds here in Pittsburgh with this big chair. Hi, thank you for tuning into the Tom Bottelsen Show. Yeah, I am on tour still with the Neil Diamond musical, A Beautiful Noise, and we are in Pittsburgh right now, and my hotel room has this big chair. Look at it. Look at how close. Oh my God, this is like total Sherlock Holmes chair, sitting there and relaxing. My favorite thing right when I walked in the room. The rest of the room's fine, but this chair is awesome. Fantastic. So, talking Season 3 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Spoiler alert, I'm going to be talking all about everything, giving my thoughts, and let me know in the comments what you think about this season. It's got its highs and it's got its lows. Right off the bat, the next season is their final season. So this is the season before the final season. And I do believe in the final season we're going to get to be we're going to have Kirk and the gang running on the Enterprise. I think that's how they're going to finish it off. So, rolling right in. Hegemony Part 2 is the two-part episode, and Star Trek is great for their two-part episodes. I love Best of Both Worlds and Redemption and All Good Things, and they're setting up and continuing with the Gorn being their big baddie. In Next Generation, it's the Borg, and in Deep Space Nine, it's Dominion, so the Gorn is the big baddie, and in the original series, also another big baddie. So they're finishing off with that, and there's this is a good episode. This is a good two-part episode. They are just as terrifying, and everybody, so thumbs up on Hegemony Part 2. Then we go to Wedding Bell Blues Episode 2, and no, I don't care. I hope I'm not mean that I don't care about the relationships between it's very relationshipy on Strange New Worlds. It's very relationshipy. I know that's not a word, but that's exactly what's going on. There's so many relationships that everybody wants to be with Spock. Everybody wants to get with Spock. I don't know why that is, but Wedding Bell Blues is a no for me. I just don't care. It's not an episode for me. Shuttle to Kenfori is episode 3, and M'Benga once again is trying to get himself killed. He's on this destiny track, and he's got a huge past. He's in every battle ever known to man. He's a doctor on the battlefield, and he's got like hundreds of kills. He's a murder machine. So once again, this is another one where M'Benga's past tries to come back, and it's horrible. That was an enjoyable thing, but anything where M'Benga has to kill a bunch of people is a good episode. I give that one a thumbs up. Space Adventure Hour is episode 4, and yeah, the fans are pretty adamant about this one. I keep having to adjust this because the thing's going on. Never mind. So, Space Adventure Hour. It's too much into the future. They show the beginnings of a holodeck. And we have an adventure on the holodeck, and what do you know? Things go bad, and the holodeck almost kills them, just like every episode involving the holodeck. I can't believe they actually put these on the ships. Considering how often it gets hacked, it gets messed up, an alien takes it over, or the holodeck itself becomes alive, it's always bad. And the fact that they bring in a holodeck, or a beginning to a holodeck, in Strange New Worlds before Kirk's Enterprise, I give this a thumbs down. And yeah, I like the whole making fun of itself at the very beginning, and Captain Kirk is doing an impression of Captain Kirk with Captain Kirk. You know, I get the meta aspect of that. That's cute. Not a big fan of that one. Through the Lens of Time is setting up the crew member, Dana Gamble, as the villain who becomes, sorry, I have to look at my notes on that one, becomes Vesda. And Vesda will come again in the final episode. And, once again, M'Benga looking for his exit. Looking for his final exit, hoping he can just get out of there. He can quit, he can get killed, he can do anything else like that. But this one is just setting up who Vesda is going to be later. Which is a shame, because I was really liking that crew member for a half a second, then he goes bad. So this one is just a setup. So it's fine. It's basically part 1 of part 2. The Sealat Who Ate His Tail gives us very much fun and see the beginnings of working ship relationships for Kirk and Spock. The episodes that are doing that in this season, I think, are dead on. I think it's really good. Showing how the two of them are going to be friends and they're going to know each other, like no captain and first officer ever have. Kirk and Spock. I think that one is very. I like this one, and of course it ends with the greatest thing. They make the giant alien monster eat itself, and that's what causes them to get away. And Kirk comes up with it. He is brash, he is daring, he's got to come up with the end-all, be-all situation, and he's going to risk it all. Captain Kirk is such a pirate captain, as opposed to Picard, who was more militaristic, or Captain Pike, who's your happy captain. He's your happy captain. I like Captain Pike, but he's very happy. Episode 7 is What is Starfleet?, in which it's a documentary filmmaker who has an axe to grind about Starfleet, and he wants to see that. And so the entire episode has these floating cameras that are always in people's faces, like, I don't want to talk about that. And then it takes off. There's one part of the episode where the ship has been hit by an electrical thing, and it wrecks the ship, but the cameras are still working. These little tiny cameras didn't get knocked out by whatever electrical pulse hit. I think that's kind of a funny thing. I just thought that was fun. Episode 8 is 4.5 Vulcans. Nope. No on 4.5 Vulcans. I'm so sorry. But the episode where they are turned into Vulcans so they can go down and interact with people, and the idea that the Vulcans are robots, they're machines. I've never seen them play so cold-heartedly. Like, I don't like to swear on the show, but the Vulcans, they're logical. They're not dicks. And they just made them into jerks. I mean, so, yeah. No on 4.5 Vulcans, but it does have the fun scene where they're walking down the hallway to rock and roll music, and Captain Pike is holding a Lurpa, which is from Amok Time, the one where Kirk and Spock try to kill each other from the original series, which is fun. But no Vulcans have ever been portrayed like this. I don't know why they went with that angle to portray them like this now, as cold, unfeeling whatsoever. Oh, they don't have any emotions. That doesn't mean they're jerks. They've just never been played like this. Rolling into Terrarium, Episode 9, which is a classic tale showing of how the rank and file are not what they appear to be from rival factions. This is from Hell in the Pacific, Enemy Mine, showing a different side of who the Gorn could be. And that's what they've always done in the Star Trek universe. We gave life to the Klingons with Worf, and then showing a different side of the Cardassians with Garak, and the Romulans, we got the Defector episode, showing that maybe not everybody we see is so black and white, obvious villain, monster, what have you. And like the OG Gorn episode, which is Arena from the... it mimics Arena, because a Gorn and Starfleet are on the surface and they have to battle one another, except they don't in this one. They're with each other, and then the Metrons show up. Or is it Metatron? I think it's Metatron. No, Metatron? Metron. I think it's Metron. I don't know. I'll put it right here. Up here, and they are studying us just like in the original, and they've come to the agreement that we are savage. And we can't be helped yet because we're just trying to kill each other. The Gorn and the humans are trying to kill each other all the time, and therefore cannot be reasoned with as a viable species to talk to. New Life and New Civilizations is Episode 10, and this is the Vesta final confrontation. And Batel, as it turns out, is an interdimensional time-traveling destiny involving protector called the Beholder, who... Now that's the thing with time travel, and Doctor Who does this really well. It's like they do with... how do I put that? What is that called? They call it this in All Good Things. It's a paradox. That it's already happened, but it's not supposed to happen yet, and the past is the future, and the future is the present, is the past and the future. And so she's always been the Beholder, always been this thing, and then, which, by the way, is the Protector, the polar opposite to Vesta. So she's there to defeat him, and she realizes that this is her destiny. It's what she's always been destined to do, and so she will battle and protect and take care of Vesta. In the final moment, just before that happens, Captain Pike is gifted a gift from Battelle as the protector, as the beholder, and he gets to experience his entire life with her, growing older, having kids, and then she dies at his side. This is very much like The Inner Light, which is from The Next Generation, where Captain Picard has been taken by an enemy species and then forced to live, or made to live, an entire lifetime to figure out who this person is. And then they put him back and they say, thanks for that. It's a test we like to run. Jesus, that episode bugs me so much, because I would just be... If something happened right now and someone snapped their fingers and suddenly I was back working at McDonald's and I was 16 and they said, that's what your life could look like, I would not be around much longer. I think off to the loony bin is where I would go. Off to the loony bin. So, and what do you know? M'Benga in this episode once again tries to sacrifice himself. I get it. Star Trek, Strange New Worlds, I get it. You're getting rid of M'Benga to make room for McCoy. You're going to bring in McCoy next season to set up the crew. We need McCoy, Sulu, and Chekhov to finish off the original cast. Well, I'm pretty sure, yeah. And I get it. That's what you're doing. But every time M'Benga's like, well, I should kill myself, or maybe I should be dead. No, I'll sacrifice myself. Okay, we get it, M'Benga. We get it. But we like you. I like him as a character. I think he's crazy intricate. And once again, he's a murder machine. Oh, my goodness. So those are my thoughts on all those episodes. And I give it some pluses and some minuses. I didn't like the wedding episode, and I definitely didn't like the Vulcan episode, and all the rest were okay. It's good stuff because it's Star Trek. It is Star Trek, and therefore I love it. And I'm going to love it. They've got me in for a penny, in for a pound. Like I always say, they have my money. You got my money. I'm absolutely loving on the Star Trek, and so it was a good season. Yes, I'm still watching Alien Earth, and I'm going to do a review for that as soon as the last episode drops and I get them all in my pocket. So thanks for coming with me as Tales from this big chair. From this big chair. Look at it. Look at it. It's such a great thing. It is such a great thing. But until I see you next time, as always, peace, love, live long, and prosper. And I mean it.